Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're Brews and Reviews.
That time again, we have started planning for our Biannual Bibliothon.
You'll see in the books that we've chosen that we've tried to be quite clever with the books that we've picked. Clever / sneaky / we just wanted to do the goals. I mean, you'll see.
Yeah, they probably won't be the books we usually read, but, you know, we're still meeting the challenges.
So the first book that we are both going to be reading is Otherworld by Jason Segel, and that is kind of Ready Player One-ish. It's about like a virtual world, and that's quite intriguing, and we thought that'd be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
To be fair, I'd never heard of it before this, so
we'll see.
Yeah, but I like Ready Player One, so hopefully it gives me that vibe.
Yeah. At least I think it is. Like, part of me is thinking maybe I'm getting this confused with Warcross, or maybe I don't know what it's about either.
Well, we'll see. Another challenge is to read a sequel. So the sequel I have chosen is Percy Jackson, The Demigod Files. So obviously this is quite a small book, but as a lot of you probably know, I am a big fan of Percy Jackson, so I thought this might be a little bit of a quirky read for me and get to know a little bit more about all the myths and legends and stuff like that. So I thought that would be quite a nice read.
So the sequel that I chose to read was Fairest by Marissa Meyer. Part of our goals this year for 2018 is to finish off series that we've already started, and I haven't finished Fairest and Stars Above from the Lunar Chronicles, so I thought, oh my god, what a perfect time to read Fairest. This is Queen Lavanna's story, and to be honest, I don't really know very much about it. I'm quite excited to just sort of get into her crazy mind.
Yeah, it's nice to know her backstory and how she became how she is. Another challenge is to read a book that you've never heard before. So as I said previously, I've never actually heard of Otherworld. So I'm kind of linking the book up for the two tasks. So
yeah, because you can double up on, like, books can count for 2 tasks. So the book that I have chosen for this challenge is The Small Hand by Susan Hill. Like, I have no idea what this book is about. My friend Jo from work, she was just gonna get rid of some books, and she asked me if I wanted any, and this one sounded alright. So I sort of said, oh yeah, sure, I'll have that. And it's really short, so
handy. The next task is to read a book that has mental illness in it. For this, I have chosen Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Now, I have never read this book, but obviously you have, and you're a big fan of the series.
Yeah, I literally just finished the second and third book in the series, and I was like, oh my god, Hannah, read this. So we may have twisted this task a little bit to adjust to fitting this in for you. But there is a character that does have depression in it, and you see that, and there's, and there's a psychopathic character in there, and people have problems.
Yeah, so I feel like it does kind of fit.
So I, again, for this challenge, chose Fairest by Marissa Meyer, and that is because Queen Lavanna has a lot of problems. She's
major.
Well, you see, I don't know exactly her problems, but you were saying that she had depression, and she's obviously very narcissistic, and she has she's just batshit insane.
Yeah, completely. So the next task is to read a book that has either been mentioned in another book, a TV series, or a film. And for this, I have chosen Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. Now, I don't Blade Runner is mentioned in a lot. Yeah. And I know this is, from what you said, this is technically Blade Runner.
It's what Blade Runner was adapted from.
Yeah.
So, effectively, I mean, I never actually made it through Blade Runner because I got really bored and everyone tells me off for that, but this is a really good book.
Yes, and that's why, I've always actually been quite interested in it from when you've talked about it, so I thought I'd give this one a go.
For this challenge, I chose The Epic of Gilgamesh. Doesn't have a name, because it's really, really old, and I don't think it's by anyone that we know. Now, this book was mentioned in the first ever anime that I watched, because Teenage Me remembers the first ever anime, because it was awesome. It was called Gilgamesh, but it wasn't anything like this is going to be. But I'm intrigued to read it, because I've always remembered, and I've always thought, wow, I want to read that one.
The next task is to read a book under 200 pages. For this one, as I've mentioned previously, I'm going to read the Percy Jackson, The Demigod Files. This has got 149 pages in it, so yeah.
You're going to whiz right through that one.
I'm so excited.
For this challenge, I chose The Small Hand Again, because it is 168 pages long, and you know, I'm going to read it anyway, and it's under 200 pages, so that sounds good to me.
And the final task is to read a book that's a backlist title. Now that is any book that isn't published in 2017, so before it. So for this, I have chosen, again, Durango's Dream of Electric Sheep.
And for this book, I have chosen The Epic of Gilgamesh again, because this book's really old, and yeah. That was a really easy one to pick for this.
Yeah.
So those are our books that we picked for the Biannual Bibliothon.
Yeah.
You can probably tell that we picked small books. We tried to pick cleverly because last time we got exhausted because we tried to read too many, 400-page books, and that was just very exhausting. So, you know, it might not seem like they're particularly big books, but they're books that we've wanted to read, and we're, you know, quite interested to get it done and take part in the Biannual Bibliothon. Also, definitely check out our channel during the Biannual Bibliothon because we're going to be taking part in video challenges, which, my god, we have had very many strange looks while filming these. Honestly, they're definitely worth checking out.
Yeah. Just thinking about them it cringes me out.
Just look forward to them, guys, because I promise you...
We've put a lot of effort into them.
Yeah, you're not going to be disappointed. And we're also going to be doing daily vlogs of how it's going, and, you know, hopefully you'll enjoy those. So, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, let us know if you're taking part in the Winter Biannual Bibliothon.
And what book selections you've got.
Yeah, if you've done a TBR video, let us know.
I fell over! I don't know, I just lost my balance! Sorry about that. I'm okay now.
So, if you've got a TBR video, leave it a link below and we'll love to check it out. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. We'll see you in the next video.
See you later.
Bye! That's quite intriguing. We tried to pick cleverly.
Yeah.
Cleverly.